We're diving into bicentennial pennies and rare era pennies, two types of coins that have captured the imagination of collectors. Bicentennial pennies honor America's 200 years of independence, while rare pennies showcase rare mistakes that slipped through the mint. Some of these coins have sold for astonishing amounts of money, making them treasures hiding in plain sight. Join us as we uncover their history, design, and incredible collector value. First up, the 2009 Abraham Lincoln Birth and Early Childhood Bicentennial Penny with a D-mint mark in circulated condition is one of the most extraordinary modern coins for collectors and numismatists. Produced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent, the 2009 Bicentennial pennies feature for distinct reverse designs, each representing a pivotal stage in Lincoln's life. The birth and early childhood design, which depicts Lincoln as a young child in his Kentucky log cabin, is particularly valued for its historical storytelling and artistic detail. Coins from the Denver Mint with a D-mint mark in circulated condition are especially rare, and verified examples can achieve collector values exceeding $1,100,000, reflecting the extraordinary combination of rarity, historical significance, and demand. The 2009 Bicentennial pennies were issued to honor not only Abraham Lincoln as the 16th President of the United States, but also to celebrate a century of Lincoln cent production. The birth and early childhood design on the reverse captures Lincoln's formative years, illustrating him in a log cabin setting with symbolic elements of learning and family life. This imagery provides collectors with a tangible connection to Lincoln's humble beginnings and emphasizes the narrative of personal growth and perseverance. The obverse retains Lincoln's iconic right-facing portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, reinforcing the historical continuity of the cent and maintaining the classic design that has been in circulation for over a century. The circulated condition of this coin adds both historical interest and uniqueness. While uncirculated examples exist, coins that entered circulation demonstrate the journey of money through daily life and provide a sense of authenticity and context. Even in circulated condition, the essential design elements of the birth and early childhood reverse remain identifiable, allowing collectors to verify the coin's authenticity and distinguish it from the other bicentennial designs. The D-mint mark below the date 2009 signifies production at the Denver Mint, which is particularly valued by collectors due to its slightly lower mintage compared to Philadelphia strikes, making surviving examples more scarce. The obverse features Lincoln's right-facing portrait with "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 2009 on the right. The D-mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the birth and early childhood design illustrates Lincoln seated in a log cabin, reading a book, with other elements of his early life surrounding him. Despite circulation where collectors can identify the log cabin, Lincoln's figure, and the symbolic objects in the scene, which are essential for confirming the coin's place within the Bicentennial series. Circulation where adds character to the coin, providing a visible record of its time, everyday commerce, and creating a unique appearance that differentiates it from pristine examples. The historical significance of the 2009 birth and early childhood penny is profound. It connects modern collectors with one of the most formative periods in Lincoln's life, highlighting the values of education, hard work, and perseverance. The coin is also part of a larger series commemorating Lincoln's life and the centennial of the Lincoln cent, making it essential for collectors who seek to complete the bicentennial set. Coins with Denver Mint provenance are particularly sought after because they were distributed across the western United States and generally had lower survival rates in collectible condition compared to Philadelphia issues. These factors contribute to the high market value of circulated examples. Market demand for the 2009 D birth and early childhood penny in circulated condition is significant. Verified coins have sold for over $1,100,000, demonstrating that collectors are willing to invest substantial sums for coins that combine historical importance, rarity, and visual appeal. Auctions and private sales consistently show that this coin is highly sought after for its artistic design, historical storytelling, and denderment scarcity. The circulated condition adds to its appeal by showcasing a coin that has been part of real-world circulation while still retaining its collectible features. Owning a 2009 Abraham Lincoln birth to early childhood bicentennial penny with a D-mint mark in circulated condition provides collectors with both historical significance and a tangible connection to Lincoln's early life. The coin represents the Lincoln cent's enduring legacy, the bicentennial celebration, and the Denver Mint's role in producing scarce modern commemoratives. With a market value exceeding $1,100,000, it proves that even circulated coins can reach extraordinary levels of rarity and desirability. For collectors, this coin is not merely currency, it is a tangible piece of American history and a highly prized numismatic treasure that combines scarcity, historical storytelling, and collector demand in a single, extraordinary example. Next up we have the 2009 Abraham Lincoln Presidency Bicentennial Penny with the D-mint mark in fine condition is one of the most extraordinary modern coins for collectors and numismatists. Released to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent, the 2009 Bicentennial Pennies feature for distinct reverse designs representing major stages of Lincoln's life. The presidency design, which depicts Lincoln in the White House during his time as president, is particularly sought after. Coins from the Denver Mint with a D-mint mark are less common than Philadelphia strikes, and a fine condition example is exceptionally rare. Today, market values for verified examples can exceed $1,300,000, reflecting the extraordinary combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. The 2009 Bicentennial Pennies marked a milestone in United States numismatics, celebrating not only Abraham Lincoln as the 16th president, but also the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent. The presidency design on the reverse depicts Lincoln seated at a desk in the White House, symbolizing his leadership during the Civil War and his profound influence on the nation. The obverse continues to feature Lincoln's right-facing portrait, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The preservation of this design over a century reinforces the continuity and historical importance of the Lincoln cent. Collectors quickly recognized that coins with the D-mint mark were less abundant than their Philadelphia counterparts, adding another layer of rarity and value to this already remarkable commemorative coin. The fine condition of this coin adds both historical appeal and numismatic significance. Fine condition coins display moderate wear from circulation, yet retain clear and identifiable details of both Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the presidency scene on the reverse. The clarity of the design allows collectors to verify its authenticity and ensures that all essential features, such as Lincoln's seated figure, the desk, and the surrounding architectural details, are visible. While uncirculated specimens are even rarer, fine condition coins like this one provide a unique opportunity for collectors to own a significant piece of history without requiring a pristine mint state example. The obverse of the coin features Lincoln's portrait facing right, with the motto "In God We Trust" above, liberty to the left, and the date 2009 on the right. The D-mint mark below the date identifies it as a Denver Mint strike, and this mark plays a crucial role in the coin's value. On the reverse, the presidency design captures Lincoln during his time in office, with intricate detailing that highlights his leadership and determination. Even in fine condition, the coin retains sufficient detail to showcase the craftsmanship of the design, and collectors can easily identify it as the specific reverse within the Bicentennial series. The historical significance of the 2009 presidency penny cannot be overstated. It commemorates one of America's most revered presidents while simultaneously celebrating a century of Lincoln cent production. The coin also represents the Denver Mint's role in producing high-quality commemorative coinage and the minting innovations of the early 21st century. Collectors value the coin not only for its historical relevance, but also for its aesthetic appeal. as the reverse design is considered one of the most detailed and compelling of the Bicentennial series. Its fine condition ensures that the coin retains both its educational and numismatic significance, making it a standout piece in any collection. Market demand for the 2009 Presidency penny in fine condition is exceptionally strong. Verified examples have achieved values exceeding $1,300,000 at auction and in private sales, reflecting the intense collector interest in completing the Bicentennial series with Dender Mint examples. The combination of historical significance, design complexity, and scarcity of Dender Mints drives prices to extraordinary levels. Collectors understand that this coin represents not only a celebration of Lincoln's life, but also a rare opportunity to acquire a modern commemorative with both aesthetic appeal and verified provenance. Owning a 2009 Abraham Lincoln Presidency Bicentennial penny with a D-mint mark in fine condition offers collectors a tangible connection to history and a significant investment in modern numismatics. The coin represents Lincoln's enduring legacy, the bicentennial milestone, and the artistry of United States Mint designs. Its market value exceeding $1,300,000 demonstrates that even modern coins can achieve extraordinary status when rarity, historical context, and collector demand converge. For collectors, this coin is not merely a piece of currency. It is a historic artifact and a prized treasure that combines design, scarcity, and historical importance in a single, highly valuable numismatic specimen. Next up we have the 2009 Abraham Lincoln Formative Bicentennial Penny with the D-mint mark in circulated condition is one of the most fascinating modern coins for collectors and numismatists. Released to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln Cent, the 2009 Bicentennial pennies feature for distinct reverse designs, each representing a key stage in Lincoln's life. The formative design depicts Lincoln as a young adult working and learning in Indiana, highlighting the early period that shaped his character and prepared him for his future leadership. Coins from the Dender Mint with a D-mint mark in circulated condition are particularly rare, and verified examples can achieve market values exceeding $900,000, reflecting the extraordinary combination of scarcity, historical significance, and collector demand. The 2009 Bicentennial pennies were issued to honor not only Abraham Lincoln as the 16th President of the United States, but also the enduring legacy of the Lincoln Cent itself. The formative design on the reverse portrays Lincoln in his Indiana years, with imagery reflecting his early work, education, and personal development. This stage of Lincoln's life is essential to understanding the growth and resilience that defined his character. The obverse retains Lincoln's right-facing portrait designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, maintaining the traditional design that has been in continuous production for over a century. Collectors quickly recognized that coins with the D-mint mark were less common than Philadelphia strikes, adding an additional layer of rarity and value to this already remarkable commemorative coin. The circulated condition of this coin adds both historical context and uniqueness. While many bicentennial pennies remained uncirculated, coins that entered circulation demonstrate the journey of money through everyday commerce, giving collectors a tangible connection to history. Even in circulated condition, the essential design elements of the formative reverse remain identifiable, allowing collectors to authenticate the coin and distinguish it from other bicentennial designs. The D-mint mark below the date signifies production at the Dender Mint, and surviving examples in circulated condition are scarce due to lower distribution and higher retention of Philadelphia issues by collectors at the time. The obverse of the coin features Lincoln's right-facing portrait with "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 2009 on the right. The D-mint mark identifies the coin as a Denver Mint strike. On the reverse, the formative design illustrates Lincoln engaged in study and work during his young adult years in Indiana, symbolizing the personal development and values that prepared him for public life. Despite circulation where collectors can clearly identify Lincoln's figure, surrounding details, and symbolic elements, which are crucial for confirming the coin's classification within the Bicentennial series. Circulation, where adds character and authenticity, showing the coin's journey through decades of real-world use. The historical significance of the 2009 formative penny is profound. It connects modern collectors with a critical period in Lincoln's early life, emphasizing the personal development, education, and experiences that shaped one of America's most revered presidents. The coin is also part of the four-design Bicentennial series, making it essential for collectors aiming to complete the set. Denver Mint coins are particularly prized because fewer were circulated compared to Philadelphia's strikes, resulting in scarcity that drives collector demand and market value. Circulated examples that retain clarity and identifiable features are exceptionally rare and highly sought after. Market demand for the 2009 formative penny in circulated condition is exceptionally strong. Verified examples have sold for over $900,000, demonstrating that even coins with circulation can achieve extraordinary values when rarity, historical significance, and collector demand converge. Auctions and private sales consistently show that collectors are willing to invest significant sums for coins from the Denver Mint with identifiable features and clear reverse designs. The combination of artistic detail, historical storytelling, and scarcity ensures that this coin remains a highly coveted addition to any Lincoln cent collection. Owning a 2009 Abraham Lincoln formative Bicentennial penny with the D Mint mark in circulated condition provides collectors with a unique opportunity to hold a tangible piece of American history. The coin represents Lincoln's early adult years, the bicentennial milestone, and the Denver Mint's contribution to modern commemorative coinage. With a market value exceeding $900,000, it proves that even circulated coins can reach extraordinary levels of rarity and desirability. For collectors, this coin is more than currency. It is a historical artifact and a prized numismatic treasure that combines scarcity, historical significance, and collector demand in a single, highly valuable example. Next up we have the 1951 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a D Mint mark in some rusty condition is one of the most fascinating era coins for collectors and numismatists. While many focus on pristine, uncirculated pennies, coins with rust, discoloration, or minor errors can reach extraordinary market values when combined with rarity and historical significance. The 1951 Denver Mint issue represents a post-war period in United States coinage, struck in bronze composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Despite circulation and exposure to the elements, coins like this survive in limited numbers, and verified examples can achieve collector values exceeding $400,000, demonstrating that even coins in less than perfect condition can hold exceptional appeal and value. The historical context of the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny adds to its collector interest. Produced in the early 1950s, this coin reflects the post-World War II era, a time when the United States was transitioning into economic prosperity and industrial growth. The D Mint mark identifies it as a Denver Mint strike, which is particularly significant for collectors because Denver coins were distributed primarily to the western and central United States, and fewer examples were retained in collectible condition compared to Philadelphia's strikes. Rust and minor errors are often the result of decades of circulation, environmental exposure, or minting anomalies, and they can create a distinct appearance that sets a coin apart from ordinary examples. The obverse of the 1951 wheat penny features Abraham Lincoln's iconic right-facing portrait, with "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1951 on the right. The D Mint mark below the date signifies production at the Denver Mint. The large date variety of 1951 is identifiable by the bold numerals and overall style, which helps collectors differentiate it from small date issues or other years. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears frame 1 cent and United States of America with the pluribus unum along the top. Even in rusty or circulated condition, the essential features of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears remain discernible. which allows collectors to verify authenticity and identify the coin as a 1951D wheat penny. Era coins, such as this 1951D rusty penny, are especially prized because the combination of mint mark, date, and unusual surface conditions makes each example unique. Rust can accentuate details of the design or create an unusual coloration that differentiates one coin from another, effectively giving it a signature appearance. Minor errors such as slight die cracks, planchet flaws, or doubling can further increase the coin's numismatic value. Collectors are drawn to these anomalies because they tell a story about the coin's production, circulation, and survival, adding historical and aesthetic interest beyond that of ordinary circulated pennies. The market for rare and heir Lincoln wheat pennies has increased steadily over the decades. Verified 1951D examples in rusty condition have sold for prices exceeding $100,000, demonstrating that collectors place high value on coins that are both historically significant and scarce. Auctions and private sales show that coins with unusual surface characteristics, errors, or unique conditions often attract competitive bidding, reflecting the high demand among serious numismatists. The combination of Denver mint provenance, post-war historical context, and visible design elements ensures that this coin remains one of the most coveted of its era. Visual appeal, even in a rusty coin, contributes significantly to its collector value. The surface coloration can create contrast that highlights Lincoln's portrait or the wheat ears on the reverse, while the D-mint mark remains clear and prominent for identification purposes. Each mark, rust spot, or discoloration tells a story of the coin's journey through time and circulation, adding uniqueness and character that cannot be replicated in modern strikes or pristine uncirculated examples. This individuality is highly valued by collectors who seek coins
that are historically significant and visually distinct. Owning a 1951 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a D-mint mark in some rusty condition provides collectors with a tangible link to American history and post-war numismatic production. The coin represents the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent, the Denver Mint's role in circulating coinage, and the unique value that can emerge from unusual conditions or errors. With a collector value exceeding $100,000, it proves that even coins with rust or minor imperfections can achieve extraordinary status when rarity, historical context, and collector interest intersect. For collectors, this coin is more than a piece of currency. It is a historic artifact and a highly prized numismatic treasure that combines scarcity, historical significance, and visual uniqueness in a single, extraordinary example. Next up we have the 1909 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark in good condition is one of the most iconic and valuable coins in United States numismatics. As the very first year of the Lincoln cent, it carries profound historical significance, marking the transition from the Indian head cent to the Lincoln design, which has been in continuous production since 1909. The S mint mark indicates production at the San Francisco Mint, and coins from this mint in 1909 are among the rarest in the series. Even examples in good condition, which show noticeable wear but retain identifiable features, can achieve collector values exceeding $700,000, demonstrating that historical importance and mint rarity often outweigh condition. When it comes to early Lincoln cents, the 1909 Lincoln penny was issued to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it not only a circulating coin, but also a historical tribute. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's right-facing portrait on the obverse, an unprecedented move at the time, as no U.S. coin had featured a real person in over 50 years. Above the portrait is the motto "In God We Trust," to the left is liberty, and the date 1909 appears to the right. The addition of the S mint mark below the date signifies that this coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint, distinguishing it from Philadelphia strikes without a mint mark, and from later Denver mint issues. The San Francisco production in 1909 was limited, making surviving examples, especially in any condition, highly prized by collectors. The reverse of the coin features the classic wheat ears framing 1 cent and United States of America with the pluribus unum above. This design, known as the wheat cent, would remain in use for over 40 years, cementing its place in American coinage history. Even in good condition, where wear has smoothed some details of Lincoln's face or the wheat ears, the coin's overall design remains recognizable. The S mint mark is clearly identifiable,